Good morning, travelers. Today we explore Sukhothai. So it's about 7 a.m. on our last full day of sightseeing, exploring in Thailand, and our only day really to explore through Sukhothai. Now we are grabbing our bikes. Everything's locked up. Let's go get some breakfast. Okay, so we are all ready to go. We're gonna leave the hotel, but because we want to be hands-free, I'm gonna use the GoPro. Okay, let's do this. Welcome to the Central Zone.
Whew, we made it to our first zone. I know we said this yesterday, but what's great about Sukhothai that we've already realized is that it's very, very bikeable. In other cities, I would have probably been more afraid to ride my bike. But here, like just riding from our hotel down to this first zone was great. It was like really smooth, and I didn't feel intimidated by the cars or the other like motorcyclists and stuff. So I have a feeling it's going to be a good biking day. Although, while I was riding my bike, I pressed this little button down and it switched it to like the hardest gear. So for the last like 5 minutes or so riding, it was like my legs were killing me and I didn't know why, but it's because I had switched gears. Caleb has returned. We got our tickets.
We got our tickets. This is 100 baht per person to get into the Central Zone, and then an additional 10 baht to take our bikes in. So it was 220 for both of us and our bikes for all the sites in the Central Zone. Okay, we have made it to our first Wat. We're at Wat Mahathat, which, if you remember our Ayutthaya videos, was the name of another Wat that we visited. And are you ready for the big reveal? This is definitely one of the more popular Wats here in the Central Zone, and obviously there are many Buddhas, many stupas and chetties. Just from being here only literally a few minutes, I can already tell this area is extremely well maintained and manicured. And I've actually heard that about this site compared to Ayutthaya. Ayutthaya is a little rougher, a little more, seems a little more like it's an original state. This seems almost like it's been cleaned up. Not that it's bad right now, but I'll be curious to see as we progress through the day if it seems like it's been too well manicured.
I don't know, I think I'm gonna enjoy it. I think just because we're riding our bikes. Like in Ayutthaya, I feel like that park, just walking was hard. The bricks were like falling apart and it wouldn't have been this easy to bike.
There are definitely more Buddhas that are in better preserved condition here, at least in Wat Mahathat. We've only been here like 10 minutes. Jeez Louise, we're comparing everything already. But I feel like the Buddhas are better preserved and some of them are really big.
The first thing that I said when we passed by here on our bikes was, wow, because there's this other Buddha that we're walking to right now that looks amazing. Like, he is so tall, so huge. It's pretty spectacular. I don't know, should I be using those words to describe a Buddha?
I like this because the architecture is so much different than the one we saw in Ayutthaya. It almost looks like St. Peter's Basilica, but it has that's kind of like onion-shaped top, and then it's got this different kind of column leading down to the actual stupa part. And here's that standing Buddha. Doesn't really show you how big it is, so we'll have to compare Kelly for scale. Okay, there's Kelly. And there's the Buddha. On the opposite side of where we just were, there's another Buddha, so it's like a mirror image. But on the side, there's also this opening that looks similar to where we went in Ayutthaya, like a cave opening, like inside the crypt. Unfortunately, I don't think we can go inside. It says do not climb. So unless we're looking to get arrested or get in trouble, we will not be going inside that one today. You can see on the bottom here what used to be elephants, or something, I'm guessing elephants, but the trunks have actually been broken off right here. I'm guessing there was a trunk that probably came down, and the same here. It's a trunk. Someone's head or something used to be here, so some of these are a little more broken. I can only imagine what this place must have looked like when it was first originally built. It just would have been like amazing just to see this. And these columns here are very reminiscent, and again, I've never been to Rome or Italy, but I feel like it looks almost like Roman architecture. Just this like hall kind of leading to that main prong there. It would have been amazing to see this and see how high some of these really got.
It's so awesome that even now in 2018 that we get to see this and we get to like experience this history.
Just like Ayutthaya, we visited Wat Mahathat, their version first, and they are both very impressive. They've set the bar for the day, and as we leave this one, we'll give you one final look because I think this one might be hard to top.
Our next stop is Wats. I had the GoPro strapped on my head and I think you can see the mark.
Yeah, you can see it.
What I like about this one is that it seems like we are the only people here checking out this site. So I think this one might not be as popular, or you know, people just haven't gotten around to seeing it yet.
There's usually a moat that goes completely around this Wat, but it looks like they're doing construction, that guy over there, and maybe like shoring up the walls here, but otherwise this would be fully surrounded by water, creating a moat. Doesn't quite take the same effect, but still, you get the gist. As you can tell, Wat is significantly smaller than Wat Mahathat. There's really just this main chedi, the Buddha, the columns, and this another secondary kind of chedi. I have a feeling a lot of these other sites around Sukhothai Historical Park are going to be smaller like this, maybe one or two things to see. Biggest one I'm pretty sure is Wat Mahathat, which was that first one that we saw this morning. Okay, that's it for Wat. We're moving on, back to the bikes.
So the next Wat that we will be visiting today is Wat Trapeng. I think that's how you say it.
Trapang.
Trapang. Wat Trapeng. What I like about this Wat is like the park area around it is so beautiful.
Yeah.
Like there's these little ponds. Oh
You hear
my gosh! You just ruined the ambience. As I was saying, before I was so rudely interrupted by Caleb's natural gas, I really love like the nature around this Wat. Like the park area. There are all these trees lining like these ponds.
And we've had a return of the birds too. So we are at our next site, and it is Wat Sawasdee. This is south of Wat Mahathat, and there are 3 prongs. They're actually all together here. We'll see them as we walk through the entrance gate, so let's go. We also just ran into another tourist that we actually saw when we were in Chiang Mai. We actually ate bugs with him. It was
Well,
super.
not with him. He was just
Well, we
there.
were eating bugs when we were at that stall at Chiang Mai eating bugs, and he was next to us. He was super friendly. He was like, "Oh, hey, try some of my bugs," and we were talking, and we ran into him just now.
Try some of
I
my
remembered
bugs.
him. He was a nice French guy, and we ran into him, and he acted like he didn't know us. He was like, "Do I know you?"
It is now 10 a.m. We actually exited out of the central zone, and right at the exit there was another ticket booth, so we were able to buy our tickets for the western zone. It was another $110 per person.
And it's my understanding that the west zone actually doesn't get a lot of tourists. Most people go to the central and the northern zones. First stop is actually Wat Mahathat, and we are the only people here. We have it all to ourselves.
Yeah, it's definitely not as impressive as some of the other ones in the central zone, but still pretty cool. It has like the same feel to it, like crumbling rock, and but you can see like this Buddha statue over here has no head.
Wow, look at this. So this was probably at one time a full Buddha resting here. Here's its waist. It would have had a full head probably. Maybe a roof would have covered it. But now all that's left is, at least that's what it looks like. It looks like the sitting style, the waist here, and then would have had the whole body. Kelly has also recently informed me that she is not wearing any sunscreen. So she is looking to get red, and perfect timing to sit on a 7-hour plane ride with a nice toasty sunburn. Yeah, like we thought, there's not much to see here at Wat Mahathat, just that little bit there, but it is pretty cool to see the inside. So we're gonna move on to the next one. Making our second stop in the western zone, we've come to Wat Hip Long. This one looks very unique in that it's actually like a hill kind of leading up to a site through this kind of rocky and tree-like terrain. Tree-like terrain, is that a thing? Through this rocky and jungle forest. I don't know. The big reveal.
A little disappointing.
Looks like there may have been a Buddha here at one time. Maybe there. But now it's just a pile of rocks. Yeah, not much to see at the top up here. You can probably skip this one if you guys ever get out here and come to the western zone. Yeah, the one at the end that we're working our way through in the western zone is supposedly like the best one to see, at least in the western zone. So I think it's another standing Buddha.
Yeah, the heat's making me a little sleepy.
Okay, so we've made it to the premier Wat to see in the western zone, Wat Sapan Heen, and this one is on a mound 200 meters high, so we do have to hike up for the amazing view at the top.
Are you ready?
I'm ready. I don't think I felt this heat in quite some time. Maybe I'd have to go back until like 2015. Like summer road trip we took out through the American West when we were out in like Utah, Arizona, hiking through like canyon lands, arches. If you guys know what I mean. It's very hot. The biggest difference when we went out to the American West, it was June, and now currently it's January. January. It's just the last set of stairs. Here we go. Whew.
My butt doesn't look like Kim Kardashian's by the end of this trip. I'm gonna be angry.
Wow. Impressive, huh?
Yeah, that was worth it.
Super well preserved. At least the Buddha. Not much else, but
That Buddha is super tall.
dang. Man, the view from the top's almost as impressive as the Buddha. Okay, so let's make our way down, but I did want to point out that this was recently reconstructed. The hand actually that's out was actually completely restored. It was just kind of just an arm. There was no hand. So I'm not sure how recently that was done, but I did see some pictures which I'll show now. Yeah, it looks like there was a lot of work done to the standing Buddha and the wall that supports it, that's behind it. So be curious to see when it was done.
It's about 10:50 right now. I believe we have finished all the sites that we want to see in the Western Zone, and we are going to head back to the hotel because it is way too hot. Like, we got to get out of the sun. So as we're riding back to our hotel, there's a few different like stalls and like shops along the way on like the main road. We came across this little stall selling Thai tea. So good. Every single time. Well, not every single time, but every time we get a good one, it's like so refreshing. It's the best feeling in the world.
We are back in our lovely bungalow after stopping at 7-Eleven. Picked up some lunch just because we're looking to save a little bit of money, because I don't want to have to change any more money because we're only here for really today and then tomorrow. We got some instant ramens. We also picked up some chips that we've never had before. Have you seen the chip flavor?
No,
I don't think you have.
Actually.
We got scallop butter garlic flavored chips.
Whoa, that sounds so good.
Yeah, I have never seen these before, so these are from Lay's. So scallop butter garlic flavored chips. Hopefully these are good. We also picked up some ice cream flavors that are unique to Thailand. Well, probably can get them in like Malaysia, Southeast Asia in general. But I got this is Khao Noi Dum Puak. This one. I'm not sure. That's the only thing that's on it that's in English besides Boran. So it looks like it might be like a red bean uncle flavor.
And I got dun 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 durian flavored, but it's covered with coconuts. Ooh.
Is it partly melted?
Okay. No. It seems.
I can smell the durian.
Ooh. Ooh, it's really strong. Oh. That is really good. It has like a crispy outer shell to it. And then inside, just like a durian, it's like creamy.
Mmm. That's nice. That first bite was a little like, ooh. I remember what it was like. But then as you eat it, you get all those flavors. Mmm. Good choice. And then that outer shell is nice and crispy and hard. But maybe it's rice. Like that white rice we had, and it has like those little black like grains of rice. It tastes like the black grains of rice, maybe mixed with some anko bean and just like a little bit of sugar. It's very like subtle. Yeah, if you know what Khao Noi Dum Puak means, let us know. We just woke up from a little nap here. It has been so nice. I only slept a little bit, but I know Kelly slept quite a bit. So we are going to head from here to the northern zone. I think it's about a 20-minute ride, so we're going to jump on our bikes, head that way. There's also a night market that's in the central zone that starts around dinner time, so probably around that same time. So we'll hit dinner there, get some street food, ride back here, because at 8 o'clock, ladies and gentlemen, we have booked our final in-room massage. We're doing a Thai-style massage. 300 baht for a full hour. That's like $9 for a full hour in your room. They come to you.
We have officially, successfully made it into the northern zone, and it was actually free.
Yeah, we stopped at the ticket booth and there was nobody there because you have to cross this long moat that the bridge goes over here. And there's a gate there and there's nobody there, so we say, okay, it's free today. So we are now at Wat Mahathat. So this is one of the other bigger ones. It's relatively quiet in the north zone right now. It looks like there used to be a standing Buddha here, but it's only like remnants left. It's mostly all gone. But who knows, they might be doing restoration like they did on that other piece that we saw earlier in the west zone, and it could be completely restored, so who knows. This one definitely feels more left in its state of disarray, which is kind of cool. Again, not everything has to be so kind of cleaned up.
It is cool though when you can see like whole Buddhas, and you know, even if it is restored, it's cool to see like the whole thing.
It's also probably, I'd say, the second largest one besides Wat Mahathat. I mean, considering how far it stretches. It does go back a ways, and there's a prong, and there's a pretty good sized stupa.
So that area that we just biked through was free, but this one that is like one of the more popular sites actually costs the 100 baht. The nice thing is that we decided not to ride our bikes into this park area, so it actually saved us 20 baht.
And this also means it is the last site that we will be seeing today, the last major site really in the Sukhothai Historical Park. It's been a good day. We've seen a lot of sites.
Yeah, it has been a really good day.
This is probably the second most popular site in all of the historical park. Wat Mahathat, obviously the most famous because it has the most to see. But this one has a very famous large Buddha that is really famous.
The back of the building that's like holding the big Buddha.
This is obviously the best side. I mean, just look at this. Just look at it.
It's gorgeous. So I think we've done about all that we can do here at Wat Chum. It was really cool to see this Buddha, but I think my favorite is still Wat Mahathat. Still really awesome. Definitely something you should check out if you ever find yourself in Sukhothai. But we've done all that we can do here, so I think we're going to go out and find some street food. Yeah, this looks really nice. I see there's a stall with like homemade ice cream. I saw some pad thai for 30 baht. This is really nice. It's a little bit smaller, but like the lane to walk is so wide, so you don't feel cramped and like pressure to make a decision on what to eat. You can kind of like take your time and see what they have.
Looks like it's filled with bean sprouts. Not the easiest thing to break apart. Okay, here we go. She poured over this liquid. It's very sweet. And there's like these little bits. I'm not sure if those are onions or shallots. Next we got, it's pork, and inside is glass noodles.
No, that one didn't
Oh,
have
this one-
glass noodles.
this one's rice.
That was the sour one.
Okay, I think it's filled with rice because I can see there's something that's filled inside of it, so maybe rice. Ooh, it's hot. It's like sauerkraut. Almost, it's like sauerkraut stuffed. It's really good. You should try it.
It's a nice mix though, like the flavor of the pork and like the sauerkraut or whatever's inside. Wow, that's really nice. Next up we got these meat sticks.
Pork parts.
Yeah, it was only 10 for one of these, so we got 4 of them.
Is this the skewer you've been waiting for?
This is what I've been looking for this whole trip. It's good, it's sweet. Can't tell if it's spicy because I just had a chili.
It's good. No, there's a little spice to it. Just a little bit. Okay, now it's time for our next dish. We got pad thai. Oh, crap. We were actually making a time-lapse video and we ate it all. It was really good. It was 30 baht. So, yeah, this is what's left though. But now it's time for some sweets. Some coconut balls. Probably sticky rice with coconut. Probably coconut milk or sweet coconut milk. It's Thai mochi.
I think it has palm sugar inside.
Oh, that's what it is, yeah.
So we've gotten our last 2 dishes of the night, both desserts, because we love sweets.
First we got some homemade coconut ice cream in a coconut with, we got these little black jellies. I can't remember what she said they were. It doesn't taste like anything really. And no peanuts. But I can tell you that coconut ice cream though. It can smell just like, it just smells like coconut and it tastes so good. Very refreshing.
For our final dish, our final dessert, we actually went back to the little stall where we got the coconut mochi balls, and we got these. It looks like they're covered in like sesame or black sesame. These also were only 20 baht for 5 of these, so 66 cents. I think we are officially done with the cultural street market. I gotta say that of all the markets and like street vendors that we've been to, this is the best. The most room, like the food that they were selling was like artisan quality Thai food, and there were a lot of Thai people eating there, so we knew that it was good. We knew that it was good quality, and we knew that we were getting the stuff that we got for a good price. And not only that, but you cannot beat the setting. I mean, being surrounded by temples and chetties, it was just perfect. All right, travelers, it is the end of our last full day here in Thailand, and we went out with a bang with some Thai massages right here in our room.
It was my first Thai massage. It was pretty nice.
It was a little bit weird having it here in our room because there was no music. Like, it was super quiet, but it was still such a good experience. Overall, today was one of my favorite days.
It was a great day.
My high was dinner.
My high would probably be the same, but there was just so much today. That Thai massage was amazing.
True, yeah.
Exploring all the different places, getting up early and going out there and getting that first one on Mahathat.
What was your low today?
My low was my bike seat.
Oh.
Really hurt.
Oh.
There was no shocks. It wasn't very wide. It was kind of thin, hard plastic. It really hurt. So getting that Thai massage at the end of the day definitely helps.
Honestly, I don't think I have a low for today.
Did you learn anything?
I learned that massages without music are kind of weird.
I learned that I like riding bikes. And I forgot how much I enjoy riding bikes, but you really gotta have a good seat. Well, the end of this video is probably our last time we're gonna do this, because again, tomorrow is basically travel day, pretty much. We might get a little bit in while we're still in Sukhothai, but we're not really sure how it's gonna play out. So we hope you enjoyed watching these videos. We have certainly enjoyed making them and enjoyed living and traveling through Thailand. We highly, highly, highly recommend Thailand. It has been an amazing experience. We'll probably make a couple videos about our favorite things to do and some food and maybe something else. Thank you so much. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for liking, commenting. Have you ever had a massage without music before, like Kelly? Does it bother you? Let us know down below.
Thank you so much for watching again, and we will see you next time.